Hey, and welcome to the first run of this Tuesday on Stream 2. I'm going to be playing the Operative, No One Lives Forever. Really good game that came out 20 years ago. So, as far as I know, this is the first time this game has ever been played on a marathon setting. And it's also my first time on a marathon, so I'm quite excited for that. And when I started de-rusting for this game and grinding for the marathon, I suddenly started finding a lot of new stuff. So my plan is to donate $1 for every new thing that I have found, and I'll say when I've found new stuff. So hopefully there's someone that'll be able to help me keep count. Okay, so gonna get ready ready for time. And 3, 2, 1, go. So right off the bat, here's the first new thing. I save a boost to get in there. Use that to get a clip. Use that clip to get around here, and that saves about done perfectly, it saves around 11 seconds compared to the current strat. So to the 3-4 active runners of this game, you're welcome, you have a new thing to grind. And now for the first real mission of this game. We're going to be protecting this guy, the ambassador. He's a great guy. But it's pretty much an auto-scroller. So we've found some ways to get past that. So depending, we get the God RNG. It's really nice. So we kill those two guys. Since we select the hardest difficulty on this level, like the guy asks you if you want callouts, and we say like no, thank you. I hope there's just enough enemies to keep me busy. So there's like twice the amount of assassins spawning. But for some reason, there's only 2 guys who spawn at that beginning. And not only that, but they only come from 2 out of 3 spawn locations. And they're all visible from the door that we use to get the clip. Which ends up... the timing ends up being that if we get a good spawn on those 2 guys, we can take them out. And as the ambassador upstairs is walking from left to right, we can get down here and trigger this sequence here right when he's in safety on the right side. So even though the assassins don't stop spawning,
this guy is too much.
He's in relative safety. So I'm gonna do some safety saves here because the spawns are still they're random, and it does happen that they cluster up at, like, if there's a lot of people or assassins at the same spawn locations, they like shove each other, and suddenly they can kill the ambassador when they're not supposed to be able to. So I'm gonna be doing some safety saves just throughout this, because even if he does die, it doesn't mean the run is doomed. For a game that came out in the year 2000, I think it has like a lot of really good attention to details. Like, all depending on where these guys get shot, they have different death animations, for example. So, for example, there the guy was shot in the shoulder, and they spin around from that point. So we got the good RNG here as well. He didn't die even once. That's not happened to me in any of the practice runs, so I'm happy with that. And right off the bat here, we're using a new trick that GT found. A guy on Discord who's found a lot of really cool stuff. Shoutouts to him. Where scripted paths in this game are sometimes very useful, because, for example, there the civilian is triggered to, like, when things go loud. He's scripted to like run away in fear to a certain place and like hide there. But just so happens that if we crouch in his path, he'll just run straight through us. And not only that, we can also uncrouch when he's like above us, and it'll put us into this clip, which saves some time. Like we were able to walk through a table and through a wall. The biggest time save is towards the end of this half. This level here is in 2 parts. It's this first part where we just try to be the best bullet sponge that we're able to, and yeah, that was the place where the clip saves a lot of time, not having to take the stairs down here. And now we're in the second half of this this scene, which is diffusing both hostage situations and bombs that these bad guys have set up. And it's RNG whether we get the hostage situations or the bombs, but let's hope we get good RNG here. Oh, that's really nice. Get the god RNG here as well. Never mind that. Sometimes he decides to just stay there, but what he usually does is that he'll have a scripted path where he runs towards you, and we're able to use that to get into a clip. But we might not need the clip because of RNG. So let's see. Let's see if we get. Because there's a really awkward hostage situation that is downstairs here. We do have the bad RNG, but it's fine. It's fine. Still in good pace. Had we gotten the good RNG on that guy and he had run towards us, that would have been a new thing, so I'm going to camp that. For this scene, okay, so first of all, the game is, if I recall correctly, the plot of the game is that there's some evil organization called HARM, or HRARM, who's suddenly taken out a lot of the agents of Unity, which is our like secret spy organization. This guy can be a douche. It's fine. Didn't need that health anyway. But yeah, HARM has started to take out a lot of the agents of Unity. And to deal with HARM, there's almost no agents left. So usually Kate Archer, our protagonist, is not given any important missions at all, because it's a game set in the 60s, and yeah, with it was a man's world, and our character is really she's a strong female character, and when she's given the chance here to prove herself, she shows herself to be really capable, and in the end will of course save the world. And like kind of like a spy movie, the game is set into different missions. All the missions has different scenes. So now we're on the 4th scene of first like real mission. And in between, you'll see this game has drawn a lot of inspiration from different spy movies, like GoldenEye, for example. And we jump up these slopes just because it's faster than running up them, because running up slopes you have reduced movement speed, and jumping like resets the movement speed to whatever like the air movement speed is. And yeah, we get a clip there. Just crouch against the wall, get into what we call a semi-clip, and then we turn that into a full clip, and walls are optional afterwards. Normally you're supposed, like casually, you're supposed to take a long detour through like an underground entrance, and see, oh, you can fall through the ground there. Glad that didn't happen. Yeah, we're supposed to take a long entrance here, but we can just go straight through the main entrance and to the end. So this is where we learn about all the cool gadgets that are available, except that's very slow. So we get a clip and we go straight to the end of the level. Like this. And double excellence.
Excellent.
Nice. And let's see, it's not the best RNG here. That guy can spawn so that you can trigger a dialogue with like our contact. It's supposed to be, and he has a scripted path afterwards in 2 of the 3 spawn locations that he has, and we can use that to get a fast clip setup. So now we're infiltrating this facility to stop Harm's plans. We have to find a doctor called Dr. Schenker. Well, yeah, that can happen. So we have to just turn off the alarm here. Don't worry about us. And they'll have forgotten all about us when we enter the next scene here. So I'm glad these guys have poor communication. But yeah, Dr. Schenker is going to help us figure out what's up. So here's another new thing. I get a semi-clip on the wall there, or on the door I mean, and I take that with me here. For some reason, angled walls in this game, that's not ideal, but let's see if we can do this without them all discovering us. Well, done properly, this entire level can be stealth, but it's really finicky, the one section there. So I'm just gonna hope don't get shot a lot more. Wait, that's not where I'm supposed to go. Save abuse to skip the fall damage there. And now we really need an armor, because we're going to do a damage boost. No armor there. Armor here. Whew. This is still going to be a bit iffy though. So we're using the lipstick bomb. We have appropriately like gender appropriate spy gadgets for the 60s era. And these guards, like on this floor, except those 2 guards, they're not like, you're not supposed to be here without going through a lot of triggers. So these guards are just going to be like sneaking around, but won't actually be able to notice us. So here's Dr. Schenker. There were some guards. Now we're going to find the magnesium and chromium. No, manganese, sorry, and chromium. Got a little clip here. And since we're in this clip state, these guards here don't detect us. And there can be a troll guard here. Seems like he was kind to us today. And we're supposed to like escort the doctor and run into all these triggers, and shooting starts and the doctor gets really scared and won't like move with us. But when we just clip to the exit there, the guards are only triggered by us, so they don't mind him at all. Like, it's just a valuable asset to them. But yeah, he can run straight past all the triggers and just come straight to the end there. So now we're on a plane, and trying to get out of the plane, but apparently there aren't any more parachutes. So we're gonna see if this guy has one. Yeah, catch up to the fellow below you and appropriate his parachute. And while we do that, we'll have some people trying to foil our plans. I always feel sorry for that guy. strapped into his seat. I always try to kill these guards before they like get into their like, let's call it resting position. Not because it makes any difference, but because there's nothing else happening really during this section. So yeah. It is fun though, because this like flying animation, the sideways gun that we're holding, it's considered as its own weapon. So if you use one of the cheats that unlocks all the weapon, this is one of the ones that you get, so you can walk around with like, looks like you're falling but you're not, and have this swag. Yeah, the swag gangster shooting style. Now one thing to note here is that the airplane is over there. There's still one guy left. Let's see. Yep, there he is.
Excuse me, do you mind if I borrow that parachute? Get away from me!
Another fun thing is that we can actually jump in air, as in real life, and crouch. I'm just trying to stay above him, grab his parachute. Don't worry, he lands in that barn there, safe and sound. So here we save abuse. We do a quick save and a quick load to skip the dialogue, which is really useful. Several places in the game actually. And now we're in Hamburg. Strafe. Yeah, I haven't mentioned that actually. As I guess you've seen that I'm strafing for the most part, like I'm walking diagonally. That's because the vectors, as was common in this era, are normalized, so walk slightly faster, like I guess like the root of 2 times faster. Another save cancel there. No, save abuse to cancel the fall damage. And here's another new trick coming up that GT actually found as well. It's pretty cool. Oh, this can happen. This game loves to crash. Let's see. Good thing we had a quick save there. And okay, so here it is. Scripted path, clip. And that saves like 15 seconds. Get another semi-clip there. Use a diagonal, like, angled wall to get into a full clip. Save cancel, and we're at the end of the level. So now we're going to be learning about locks. This is lock. That's what we do with locks. Now in this next level, I equipped the AK and the impact explosive. It's pretty cool actually. Like you can select what kind of loadout you want to have. So you can playing this casually. You can like choose your own style. I did try to like play this entire game stealthily. That didn't actually work because the AI was a bit wanky. Fortunately, I got out of the clip there, but we skip a trigger here. Normally, like if you walk through the main door here, there will be like steam here that kills you immediately. But since we clip through there, we can just walk straight past it. This is one of the first things I found in this game in general, because I was playing this casually. And normally in this level you're supposed to go and arm lots of explosives, but it seems like the devs put all the explosives up there, so we can just arm them all at once. This is gonna be really, let's see. Yeah, 23 health. That's all we need. We're not going to be taking any more damage for the rest of this scene. Next scene can be a bit iffy, but I have done it once with like 2 health, so it should be fine. And depending on the RNG, which by the way stands for random number generator, which is what we speed gamers call randomness. Like when there's a chance that something will spawn or not spawn, stuff like that. That's RNG. So when I was a kid, I didn't get to play this game because my dad saw a swastika. Found out that's not a swastika many years later. So finally, last summer, I was able to actually play through this game. Okay, and nice. Now we're pretty home free. So we're running through the ventilation system here. And you're supposed to be like, because some locks you can't just shoot them open like we did in the beginning of this mission. So you're supposed to like weld open a lock here, but we can just walk through the wall there. No worries. So we're on this boat and trying to find information that would lead us to like the main guys in the harm organization, but we're taken out. And by the way, this is new. There we go. That's a new setup there. But yeah, we're taken out, and for some reason there's like explosions on this boat and it's sinking, and we're left here to die. But yeah, clipping out of bounds in the first room there allows us to just swim underneath this entire level. But the thing is that the end level trigger is far up. So we get a gun there, and we shoot a thing there, which elevates to water, which is what you're supposed to do casually. So the casual strat really ties nicely into to the speedrunning strat, and we're able to just go straight to the end there. And let's see, here's another new thing. We're supposed to be trying out all this new equipment, but we don't actually have to try any of it out. We can just do some save abuses there. This is one of my favorite things in the entire game. It's we get a clip here, and we go slightly out of bounds here. And there's like the target for the grappling hook is up there, and we're able to just get this nice scenic overview of the entire level while we just skip right to the end.
Head for the roof. They won't expect that.
They did expect it though. Spoiler. So here, here's a little setup there. Get a clip. It's a common theme in this game that we're trying to get clips in various ways. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see what happens here. Woo! Whew. Never happened before. Use the grenade to get up here, and here we're trying to. There we go. Just crouching and uncrouching at a very specific time allows us to have running speed in the vent here. And here's another new thing. Oh, let's see if we can get this. There we go. We use the scripted path there again to just go through the door into the end level trigger. Now, when I started speedrunning this game, we didn't have any skips for this water level, and it was very, very slow. But apparently, it's a guy called Mr. Monkey, shoutouts to him, found and had posted on his YouTube channel like a long time ago But you could just go, you get a clip there and swim straight to the end level trigger. Saves several minutes.
Welcome to advanced field tech.
Once again, learning about new things. We found some information about this guy called Baron Dumas. Oh wait, yeah, that's fine. But we don't have any solid evidence or things on him yet, so we're in his main offices. This is like the secret entrance to his secret office. We're trying to find some proof, something that ties him to harm, definitely. Let's go here, line up with that line there, and he has a remote there, and whoop, there's like some facility stuff there, and okay, yeah, so he's our guy. He's our guy. And here's another new thing. Scripted path into a clip, and we can just go straight through the front doors here. Take out these guys before they're able to trigger any alarm, and we'll get an early cycle here. Take out this guard, do a save, and go in between these barrels. Get a semi-clip, and we can go straight around the grate there and to the end of the level.
Sergeant Magnus
And now is the time to go get a cup of coffee, go get a cup of tea, because now there's a 12-minute unskippable interview. I mean, it's the best and worst part of the game, but right ahead we're having a new strat.
Hello, my name is.
So instead of selecting the second option here, we're selecting the first option, which is something I discovered yesterday.
What is it?
Is that
I really do have
this saves 20 seconds
No, you really do not. His
for
lordship
free.
indulges appointments exclusively on Friday mornings between 11 and 11:15 a.m. at the offices of Dumas Industrial Enterprises. Ergo, you do not have an appointment for today. So sorry. Are you still here?
I'm from Men of Influence magazine.
So,
I was hoping to
So normally when we start or when we would start, we'd select the first option, and she'd say like, "Hi, I'm Mia Haig. I'm from Men of Influence magazine." Blah blah blah. And they'd have this long back and forth.
Yes, the idea is to
But
penetrate the myth and get to know
selecting
the
those
man,
options, he's like, "Nope,
his
you don't have
pastimes,
an
his
appointment."
ambitions, his
And
accomplishments,
yes, we do.
the
And he's
things
like,
that
"No,
make
you
him
really
tick.
don't." And then
I
for some
see.
reason we just say,
He's a model
"We're from
aristocrat.
this magazine." Okay. Cool.
Someone our readers can look up to.
of course. Will you excuse me for a moment, Miss Haig? I don't think I could forgive myself if I were to let this sublime opportunity pass by. I will discuss your request with his lordship and return presently with his
I
answer.
and
Thank you.
some other on the Discord
Please
as well.
wait here. I shan't be a moment.
We spent several hours on this this map trying everything to desperately find a way to skip this this interview,
Very well. His lordship
but
has
to
agreed
no
to see.
no avail, no
Excellent.
avail.
This should be amusing.
What do you
But
mean?
there's
Nothing.
a guy in the
Follow
community
me,
called
please.
Hey Jake, whose
Miss
patch
Haig,
I'm
sir.
actually running.
Splendid.
Who's because the source code for this entire game
I'll
is
leave you to your
available on
interview,
GitHub,
Jar. I'll
and
be shopping for the rest
he's
of
been
the afternoon.
creating patches for the
Yes,
game
yes.
that
Have a marvelous time,
makes it work a lot better
Don't call
on
me that.
newer systems. And
As
also
you
he's
wish,
made
my love.
a dedicated patch just for
He's
us
rather
speedrunners,
larger than I
which
expected.
is pretty cool. So
Ah,
shout out
yes.
to him.
He's a big
And
bundle of
he's also
charisma
working
and
on
intelligence.
some
If you're
tools
lucky,
that
perhaps
might
he'll
allow us
regale you with
to
his rousing safari adventures.
have all the
Good day,
different
Baron
triggers
Dumont.
visible. So that'd be
Goodness,
quite
had
cool.
I known you would be so sumptuous, I might have preened. Care for a drink?
No, thank you. It's a little early
Yes.
for me.
This is a very good time for
Well, I'll
donations.
indulge for us both.
Anchor2k donated $5. Good luck on your run, Poacher2k. I am so proud of you. Have fun.
That's very kind
Thank
of
you.
Crimson Cassius donated $10. Hiya Poacher, you are doing great. Destroy this game. Woke up early to catch your run less than 3. Thanks to ESA for the awesome event. Let's save the children.
Thanks, Crimson Cassius. He's a great streamer, by the way. Definitely check him out on Twitch.
Yes. Each issue we cover a different person in our Perfect Live series. Someone whose lifestyle and achievements serve as inspiration for our readers.
Jolly good. You've come to the right place. That will be all, Giles.
So
Actually,
thankfully,
sir, I thought it might
even
be
though
worthwhile for me to stay.
I don't know how many
In
times
case
I've
the young
gone through
lady
this
should
this
desire
interview, it still
anything
entertains.
Splendid idea.
I mean, this
Yes, sir.
this
I'll be
guy,
right over here
we
if
all
you
have something to
require
learn
anything,
from
Miss Haig.
Baron Dumas.
Thank you. Baron Dumont, do you mind if I record our interview? I'd rather devote my attention to you.
So on every
than to
level,
my
there's
note.
also like pieces of intelligence spread around
And who could blame you?
that you can pick up, and it
Record
has
away,
like
my dear.
some
So
lore
then,
and stuff.
Where shall we begin?
Well, this guy,
Clearly, it takes
Yeah,
a savvy,
this guy.
intelligent individual to succeed in business the way you have. What's your secret?
Well, I suppose it takes a solid appreciation of
Now for
the
all you,
fundamentals of business success.
NBA
Once
people,
you have
take
that,
notes.
The rest is easy.
Just yeah, get the
Many men with
fundamentals.
such immense wealth succumb to sloth or immoderation. How do you keep yourself productive and effectual in the face of such constant temptation?
Excuse me.
An ingenious question. Well, you see, a man has certain choices he can make. Some choices are wise ones, and some are not. So I suppose you could say that making wise choices is an important step in one's tireless quest for wisdom.
Couldn't have said it better
I'm
myself.
sure a man of your education is as broadly read as he is charming. What works of literature have you found most influential?
Ah, yes, literature, one of my favorite subjects. I've always said that to read is to experience the literary wisdom of wise men.
Very well said. And who are some of your favorite authors? Hemingway, Melville, Dostoevsky?
Precisely. Good guess. Shall we proceed to the next question?
And I'm actually doing some marathon safety here.
I
I'm
noticed you
using
have
the
quite a
keyboard
collection of
to
fine
select
art about the place.
the
Who are
dialogue
some of your
options, because you
favorite
can very
painters?
easily soft lock
Oh,
if you
I like
select
them.
these options too quickly.
But surely there must be one or two whose work stands out for you.
Certainly. Well, Fipstein is probably my favorite.
I'm not familiar with his work.
Not many people are. It's quite smashing. I'm sure you love it.
What movement?
Excuse me?
Is he an impressionist, surrealist, constructivist, pointillist?
Yeah, a little of everything, actually. He's quite versatile.
Really? Do you have any of his work about?
Normally, yes, but it's out being clean.
As old
Cleaned?
paintings need,
Yes, those
of course,
old paintings get so dusty.
because they're old.
Ah.
Fun fact, if you search for Fipstein, you'll find
If
absolutely
you were
nothing.
stranded on a desert island, what piece of music would you most want to have with you?
Music? Well, anything by Picasso, of course.
Pablo Picasso?
Yes, that's the chap.
The painter?
Yes, he was also quite a musician.
I wasn't aware.
Next.
I understand that yours is a steadfastly Episcopal lineage. How does your unswerving faith influence your day-to-day life?
This should be good.
Well, you see, faith is... how should I put it? Faith is... Oh, simply put, faith... I'm sure plenty of other great men have had keen things to say about faith. Why don't you be a dear and just quote one of them?
Smashing idea.
It's a safe choice.
How has your approach to running Dumas Industrial Enterprises differed from your late father's?
I'm not really sure what approach my father used, but I like to run things strictly by the book.
By the book.
Yes, you know, according to policy.
But whose policies?
I'm afraid that information is strictly classified. Next.
Is there a message you'd like to share with your many admirers?
Good hunting, my humble devotees.
Well, that's all the questions I prepared. I must confess,
So his story
I'm
is that he's
positive this will be our
he's
most
like a very
popular
rich
Perfect
guy.
Lives
And,
installment
he
yet.
loves
Oh, you think
safaris
so?
and hunting.
Absolutely.
but
does nature
not
combine
that
so
much,
many
really, because what he does is like
excellent qualities in
he
one
orders
man?
stuffed
Our readers will be
animals to his home,
fascinated, and
rare
maybe
animals.
even a bit envious.
And
One can hardly.
if you ask him like some other questions,
What I
he'll like
don't
tell you all about
understand is where such a busy man
his
finds the
safari
time to be a
adventures.
successful business tycoon,
But
loving
that's slower
husband,
because
daring
the more you
astute
indulge him,
philosopher, cultivated
the more information he
humorist.
gives,
It's
which we don't want, of course, because
Aren't you
that would take
overwhelmed?
a longer time.
Well, one learns to delegate. For example, although you wouldn't guess it, I'm only peripherally involved with Duma Enterprises these days, strictly in an advisory capacity.
So there's another
Keep the company on track.
very
How
wise
ingenious.
tidbit of
Well, I have my moments.
information
But
here.
isn't it an awful risk to hand over operations to someone less accomplished in the subtleties
anyone
of
running a
enterprise
business?
than yourself?
Actually, it's safer that way.
Really?
Yes, you see, in my experience, the less one knows about running a business, the less he can screw up. I make all the important decisions. The rest is just, paperwork.
Still, you wouldn't want your competitors getting their hands on that paperwork.
Oh, quite true. But we have a very large safe in which to store it.
Safes can be cracked.
That's the
It's not a
key
concern.
information that we're after.
Why not?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss such matters, even with a young lady as charming as yourself.
Thank you for your time, Baron de Mol. It's been an eye-opening experience.
I'm happy to oblige. Never turn your back on a worthy cause, I always say.
A worthy meal is more like it.
So that's that. Now we're going to be learning about code locks. We can't jump over this wall, but we can go past it, so it's fine.
Excellent. Try out your code breaker on this keypad.
Here is very important to equip the. You need AK, impact explosive, and cigarette lighter. So right off the bat, oh, that's not. I'm gonna do that again. There we go. Do a huge skip here. Goes through the floor there. Turn on the power to the elevator. Not this elevator, but another elevator. Equally important in elevateness. And kill some of these guys just for safety. Or let them live because it's faster. So here's our first mini-boss of the game, which is nice. We get the God RNG for the armor. Well, that's her, but fighting is slow, so we can just go around here. And we get stuck there because it saves like a tiny bit of time. Oh. There we go. Over the wall and to the end of the level. I really don't think the developers had the grenade boosting in their mind when they were designing these levels. Good armor RNG there as well. So this is the proximity grenades that we're gonna be throwing. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, that's fine. Can take those out that way as well. And we're using the cigarette lighter, aka miniaturized welder, to open this block here. Go down, we turn on some more power. It's a recurring theme in this level. More power. And
Alright, good
so this is the only level in the game where we're actually required to get a lot of intelligence. And normally intelligence only appear like at the same places every time, but in this level the items appear in pairs, where either one of the items can appear. So for example, here that item was under the bench there, otherwise it would have been under that table. Go down here, it can be on this table here, or it can be under here. Getting that one.
Are you sure?
Nice. We have good RNG so far on these things. Let's try the win solos first. Come on. No. Wait, I'm actually gonna just do a, because we're kind of on a timer here. So that was good RNG. Now we're ready to exit the level. Oh, had the bad RNG. It was another new thing I found is that sometimes there's a guard spawning in this this area, and he can like slowly walk out, which is a scripted path, of course. So. Okay, this safe he told us about. We're supposed to get into the safe and use our sunglasses, which also functions as a camera, to take some pictures of the documents, and that's quite slow. So but we can get out of bounds, zoom in, and take a picture from there. Totally got all the details.
Welcome to Advanced Field Tactics.
And at this point, the devs are like, okay, we know you're going to save abuse to skip this dialogue, let's just open it for you. Here we learn about motorbikes. And save abuse, do a Dracu knock. Shoutouts to Dracu, who had the world record when I started running. So now I'm getting the AK, the Hampton, and the Impact explosive. Now, and the coin is very important. To those 4 of you who's run this game before, you might be wondering about the Impact explosive. Well, you'll see. The coin is very important because we don't have a ticket. We can throw a coin there. Everybody loves coins, so conductor looks the other way because I guess you can call it a bribe. So go through here, get in here, in between these walls. Do a save, a quick load, and that setup is also new. And normally you can't open that door, but since we can get into the clip state, we can go right past it. And we're at the end of the level. And this is quite fun. You can hear these guys talking. Not sure. Should we report it? That's actually from the cutscene that we skipped. All the cutscenes in this game are like actually played out. So depending on whether or not you watch the cutscene, the environment changes. Like the guard will change positions. And in the very first mission, like if you skip the cutscene quickly enough, the window will be closed, stuff like that. Sure.
GT donated $5. No Dumas skip. I'm disappointed.
Dumas time save though.
TR1CKS donated $5. Her hair looks pretty tidy for just killing about 100 people.
Agreed.
Casson, Liam, LUMX1XYELLOW donated $5. Yellow here, best of luck.
So we get a clip there. Thanks for all the donations, by the way. It's going to a good cause as well. So we're getting a clip there, but not only that, we quick saved and quick loaded 3 times. You only have to do it twice actually, but 3 times for marathon safety. Because saving and loading in this game actually changes stuff as well. Especially if you load like the auto save that is created when a scene is started. That's really terrible. Usually it screws up things a lot. But we have to quick save and quick load twice to change the location, the vertical location of this motorcycle. And we're taking this this clip state we're in. We're taking it all the way to the motorcycle, and we can drive through stuff. So that's pretty practical. And so most levels has a death plane underneath, except this one, and I think like 1 or 2 others. And it's so useful. because we can take the motorcycle with us out of bounds, save abuse to go down to the death plane. And I mean, this, it's almost like this was intended by the devs, because how this works is just, it's truly like a fantastic coincidence, because we're just able to jump up there. Just able. So here I'm going to, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do either. Let's do this again. The dreaded autosave. See if this works, 'cause I'm trying to... Nice. So this is not a new thing. We can kill these guys. And use that guy, this guy's scripted path. Go through the wall here. Save abuse to get down here. Start this code breaking sequence. Woo! Okay, that's fine, that's fine. And here's our doctor, and we're so happy to see him. Oh man, I'm just jumping of joy, and also to make sure he's not too fast, because I don't want to have to wait for these doors to open. So the... Oh man, I'm actually so low that I'm not sure this is gonna work. Let's see. 11 health? Oh man. Whew, okay. Now we're supposed to, we're escorting this guy. So that was a new strat right there, to quickly get up and start the code breaking sequence, so that we can escort this guy safely, because he's a scientist, but apparently he doesn't have the brains to avoid the like lightning. So we start the code breaking sequence. Wait for him to catch up with us. And this is gonna be a bit iffy because I'm quite low, but we'll try. I'm gonna go for this safety armor just in case. Yes, good idea, man. Good idea. Let's go with your plan. Get up here. Yeah, because we like in the third mission, I think it was, we saved this guy, but then they took him with them on the plane. Here's a new thing. Just save twice there. We don't have to pick up anything. Live, no damage. But yeah, he was taken away again, so we have to save him again. So here's a new strat. We triggered the alarm, and these guys have a scripted path, and as you know, scripted paths equal clip. Sweet. We take this clip with us. This shoots the equipment there, and come on, nice. Start the elevator. Get on the elevator. And this is just a nice little ride. So, to you few speedrunners who's or those who've seen this run before, you might be asking yourself, why aren't you taking out the code breaker? This is why. That's a new trick. Normally we would use the code breaker there and wait like 15 seconds, but that's slow. Let's be fair, it's slow.
I don't want to hear any
So here we're sliding up the walls again. Let's see, and I'm gonna do a safety save here, because yeah, and we're on the ground again. And now we're just going to be walking for a little while underneath the entire map. It's the that thing right there can be quite iffy, because we're like getting stuck in between two slopes, and we're building up like loads of speed. So at a certain point, we just clip right through the ground. And with that speed, it's quite easily like the devs have put in like some sort of like safety mechanism to prevent you from saving in your death animation, but it's possible to do it still, so that can happen. So I'm using a setup here that Flux Monkey found, which is quite nice, aligning the edge of the water there with that thing there, following this thing here, and as with the other level, as long as you can see the grappling thing, you can get to it. So that I don't even know how long that map is casually. This scene. Do a clip there.
I don't care what it says on your schedule, we're doing a 90-second test fire. We did a 90-second test last week. The results were inconclusive. Besides, we've adjusted the fuel-oxygen ratio since then. You can't just change the schedule at the drop of a hat. We need results. That means this schedule
Get a clip
is based on
through
your
there.
estimates. Our budget is based on the schedule.
Get a semi-clip
If
on
you
that
deviate
guy.
from the schedule, you put us over budget. That's not my problem. My job is to deliver a more efficient rocket engine.
Kill this guy to get his weapon. Gonna need it for the next scene.
So, but if I stick to the schedule, I'm definitely gonna face the axe because there's no way I'm gonna be able to deliver what I promised.
So here, right away, we shoot that guy so he doesn't go trigger any alarms. Same with that guy. Poor guy. And this weapon doesn't make so much noise, so we're able to take out these guys.
This is it for you.
Here, I just want to show off the animation. Came from 3000. So here we stand right in between these things here and do a crouch, and we'll get a clip. And that can happen. Let's try it again. It's quite precise. I tried this a couple of times. There we go. There we go.
What do you mean you're out?
Go past those guys, because normally you're supposed to like eavesdrop on them. That takes a long time. So what we would do instead is to quick save and quick load 14 times to skip all the dialogue. But that's also slow. So getting this clip here saves a lot of time. So now we've been in the tropics, and now we're in space. Okay, that's a weird clip, but I found this backup when I started running to make it a bit more consistent. So, but yeah, apparently as the guy was saying, they're all out of antidotes, because apparently the only way to make the antidote is in space. So our only option then, because we want to save humanity and save our organization, we have to get some of the antidotes to our doctor, our dear Dr. Schenker, and he'll help us make more and distribute it. And the space station is currently being bombarded by meteoroids or asteroids. Okay, got one of these. So we're just strafing our way around here. The secret level of the space station. Let's take the elevator up again. Whoop, guess not. So we'll have to take the it's a really annoying There we go. So here we learn about the snowmobile. That's the snowmobile. For this next level, I'm gonna get the... I'm gonna try... Wait, no, that's not it. A couple of times to do some marathon safety, which is something I've... we don't usually do. Let's try that again. For some reason, the devs put this gate here. There we go. Oh man. Okay, one more try. Yeah. There's no marathon safety and the time loss. Well, it's fine. It's fine. We'll make up for it. Quite iffy because so here's a new thing. Found out you can save abuse to skip the reload animation as well. It is useful there, and see at least 2 other places in the run. So yeah, we're in the Alps, and what else is there to do in the Alps than to go mountain hiking? I mean, it's the Alps. So we get out of bounds. It's almost so obvious that it's like something the devs could have put in, but I don't really think they did put in anything to allow that on purpose, at least. You're supposed to like do crap. Infiltrate this base and swim under, like, in the, I don't know, in the lake there, and when you get up you're freezing cold, so you're supposed to like hurry to a little hut that is out here. Just to get the warm back. So once again, we heavily abused the jumping to reset the movement speed, and take the shortest path to the end level trigger. This is also semi-new. This path here is the quickest path. We used to walk like down to the cabin, but apparently the trigger is stretches all the way up there as well. So here's the snowmobile. And this is something GT, who made one of the donations, found out a while ago, is that it's possible to get a clip with the snowmobile. But we tried like using it to ride underground and stuff like under the level, and I didn't really found a use for it. I guess no one really tried for the obvious one, which is coming up. Another added benefit of having the semi-clip state is that if you could see this in third person right now, you'd see that we're like driving halfway into the ground, like as the perspective looks like we're halfway into the ground. So our hitbox is reduced somewhat, and since we have no armor, that's it's a really useful thing right now. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. And I didn't do any quick saves. So At least the current world record holder can feel safe right now that he's not going to be losing that today. But it's fine, it's fine. The estimate I have for this game is quite generous. And now I'm going to do some quick saves. Had my finger on the button, didn't press it, so my bad. At least we get this scenic trip again. Beside these guys. Okay, our armor is still safe here. So it is quite useful to be able to clip through things, and it's quite useful to be able to do it on the vehicles as well, like this one and the motorcycle. But there is one other tech as well with the vehicle. First of all, let's see if we can get through here safely. This guy really likes to shoot grenades at you, but yeah, we can just go straight through the gate there. Whew. Okay, should be good here. A bit closer, a bit closer. So when you're in a ladder, you're not affected by gravity. So entering a vehicle from a ladder, well, the gravity is never enabled again for gates. So this is what we call Santa. So we're kind of, yeah, driving around in the air. So it's useful that we can gain height by doing these slopes here, and we're also able to lose a bit height by hitting stuff. But as soon as we like land on a surface, we no longer either lose or gain height. So I'm gonna try for a new setup once. That's all I'm gonna try. Then I'll go back to the safety or the normal strat. Because I have the correct setup for it right now. I have the correct height. Let's see. So here's the end of the level. We're gonna be riding that gondola. I mean, we could have just taken the snowmobile, but sure. Gonna do a safety save there. And hit the trigger. So that was cool. Got that first try. Didn't get that in any of my practice runs, so I'll take it. So we've infiltrated this alpine location as well, and I can't quite recall what it is we're supposed to do here, but we turn on the power again. It's important to have the power for the elevators. Yeah, we're trying to find the right, because this evil organization, they've spread this like virus thing to a lot of people, and the list with all the names of all the people they've infected is what we're trying to find here. So normally you're supposed to have a slap battle with that guy, but we can just go over here and get a clip instead. Saves having to slap his beautiful face. And there's a coin there. The coin is really useful. So normally, so Kate is stripped of all her weapons. Normally you're supposed to go get the weapons again, but that's slow. So and this coin is on the way. So we just we take the coin with us, and it should suffice to take out all the bad guys. I mean, it's a good bribe, right? It says Kratia, Lo del Kratia. Okay, so this is something I found this fall, is that you can throw the coin at those guys. Normally, when they're in their like protective stance, you can't get close to them and chop them. But throwing the coin triggers, and by the way, this setup is new. Throwing the coin triggers the AI to react to it, and when he reacts to it and repositions, he temporarily takes down his guard. And right at that moment, we're able to chop him and get his weapon, and that weapon is all we need. So here we're just going through the walls again, and straight down to the end level trigger. There. And here's another new trick. You guessed it, scripted paths. Again, we can walk through walls. Well, they don't always want to die. But yeah, we can go through here. Take a shortcut. Our ammo count is quite low, but it should be fine. Nope, let's not waste any more ammo. And I have one more trick here. There we go, okay. Gonna see if I can get this. Get a semi-clip, take that into a full clip, and go through the wall here. That's not gonna work, and nice. Okay, so we're just see if I can try if I can actually see the ground here. It's quite precise, but we can just get into the water here, and we're able to. Normally, you're supposed to wait for a gate here to rise, and a shark is attacking you, because it's a lair. Of course, there's a shark. But with that, we can just go right through the walls and skip that. Skip having to wait.
I've missed you terribly. Every moment I'm away from you.
That guy is talking to a goat. No joke.
Whisper words of love into your ear.
This is also a new setup. Normally you jump around the size of this. Let's see. Nice. Okay. So the guy who was talking with the goat, he has a code protector in there, but it's slow to get it. Thankfully, walls are still optional, so we can just get a clip there. I think this is something that Hippocat or Mike found. Not quite sure. I'm guessing Hippocat. Sorry, Mike. And shoutouts to both Hippocat and Mike. Mike has the world record, and Hippocat has the second place right now. Mike just recently took it back. When I started running this game, there was no active runners, and there was no Discord, no nothing. And now we're 27 people at the Discord, which is quite nice. There's a really good bunch of people. Going there, taking out those two guards. Take a semi-clip, turn it into a full clip, so now we can run.
I hate it when they shoot at us.
Yeah, word man, feel it, bro. There's a lot of really good humor in this game, and it really holds up still. Like, if you're not die hard about the graphics, then I'd really recommend playing this game casually. It has, as far as I know, it has a 91 on Metacritic. And it's also nice that there existed really strong female leads 20 years ago. So now we have this explosive weapon. We shoot the thing there to get this gondola start moving a bit faster. Oops, that wasn't part of the plan. Yeah, still works. And now we walked up the mountains. Now we're taking a slow walk down the mountains as well. So there's plenty of time to enjoy the textures. And the scenery. Well, enough of that. Time for a jog. So there's a death plane right until that place. So we just wait until we're past the death plane and we start running. Because, as it so happens, we're running towards a cutscene trigger that is also going to shift the location of Kate Archer, our main protagonist. And for some reason, like you're supposed to be in the gondola and take out these helicopters, but yeah, for some reason the cutscene trigger goes all the way to the ground. So another example of thoughtful game design, speedrunning friendly. We're getting close to the end of the game. We only have we have two boss fights left, and a small mission, and we're done. After this run though, there's a donation incentive for the bonus mission called Rest and Relaxation that was released with the Game of the Year edition of this game, and that incentive got met yesterday. That's really cool. Really glad for that. So thank you to the 3 people who donated the $100. I'm really excited to show that off. Here we're getting close to the cutscene trigger, just past this block and down this halfway down this little slope here, and we're confronted with one of the bad guys, Dmitry Volkov. Sadly, in that cutscene there, the Baron dies. Rest in peace. So we're on the ground now. And the reload cancel the save abuse. This is where it gets really useful. So this is a new. I found this setup where if you stand right there, he goes to this location and he never moves. While normally he toggles back and forth between some locations. Yep, that's the main villain actually. It's the easiest boss fight. So now we got this clip and we have to tell all these people to get inside because the lady we killed in the beginning, she's gonna explode. And the clip here is quite useful. It saves about 5 seconds in total, I think. And it's completely free. We get it like along the way. And we can go through these boxes here.
Inside now.
I heard someone. Who is it?
But now it's not useful anymore, so go to the strafing because it's faster.
Get inside.
And for the last boss fight of the game, the timer ends when he dies and he's and I skip the cutscene. And time. 1:13:02. Cool. Just gonna quickly check the 1 11:56. So, yeah, would have been a world record a month ago. Hope you enjoyed that. And now
we're sending you to a remote island paradise for a well-deserved vacation.
we've
You'll have plenty
saved the
of
world,
peace and
so
quiet without distractions. In fact, we can't contact you even if we want to.
I have to
The only
agree that
communication
we've
to the
earned this.
outside world is
So
through
we're getting sent to a remote location, and is it possible to get another timer for this? Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. So we're on vacation, and a monkey steals our gun. Yep, that's the plot. So we have to get our gun back. So we go here. Let's see. This was a bit messy. Again, a bit messy. Let's see if we can do this properly. There, and there we go. That's the monkey. So we're chasing the monkey. And
I'm sorry, ma'am. No one is allowed down there.
this is new. So go through the wall there. And this is new. So get a clip there. Skips a cutscene. We got our gun back, and what we thought was just a peaceful hotel resort shows itself to be actually one of the bases for harm. So we get the grappling hook there. It's going to be useful later. So here we do the quick save and quick load again, just to reset the position of a motorcycle. We crouch there to get a semi-clip and go towards the diagonal piece of that beam there to get a full clip. And now we're in the clip state with the motorcycle again. And we really have to avoid these trees, because running or driving into trees in this clip state just completely soft locks the game. And we have to drive underneath here to not get hit by a falling boulder. And I am going to make some saves here, just in case I suddenly decide to press left and drive out of the map again. So the reason why I get the clip at all, because it hasn't saved us in time so far. But this place right here. Normally you're supposed to go out of the vehicle and press a button to get to lower the gate again. But with the clip state, we can just drive right through there. It saves, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. And I'm gonna do a save here as well, and trying to abuse some physics here. Let's see. This is quite iffy. That's too bad. It is possible to go up and above and around this place, but it's fine. We still have the motorcycle, so it's not that slow.
Why do they have us wearing these things?
Yeah, they're wearing monkey masks as to not agitate the monkeys, because the monkeys has been a real issue here on this island. So I'm jumping here just to lose a tiny bit of time to make that guard not detect us. And this is new. Scripted path. And this is iffy. Get the armor. Safety. And we're taking this clip state with us. And I mean, the next trick is I mean, it's the reason it works is just so strange. Like, it's so specific, because the grappling hook that we picked up in scene 1, if we go all the way to this corner, we can just about hit our grappling hook target there, which just baffles me that the geometry works out there. So we press the button, the big red button, for the lava diversion master control, and this whole facility is now melting. So we have to get out of here quickly. And for this scene as well, so our health is a bit low, so I'm gonna take it a bit safe.
This is it for you.
So we kill that guy, and we jump up here, kill that guy, and we skip a trigger there. You're not supposed to be able to jump over there, so that's saves like a minute or something. Maybe half a minute, I'm not sure. And we're almost home free. Yeah, so there was a note down there to say, warning, in case of emergency, take the elevator. At least you read the notes. And time. So thanks a lot to everyone who's watched the game, joined the stream, and to the crowd here. And also want to thank my girlfriend for enduring the practice at home, and for the support, and also Bear and Punchbox for the support, and also the community. It's become a really good community. A lot of helpful guys. I mean, Hey Jake, who's making the patches, he's there. And also Smooth Operative, who runs the game and streams. I don't know. She has the most fitting name for this game as well. Should definitely check out her stream as well. And with Flux Monkey and Bunny Dimples and the Tippy Shack, Mr. Monkey and GT for finding a lot of the tricks. And Draku for he had a previous world record, and I saw his run so many times to learn the route. And also Mike Max and Hippocat to finally coming in and giving me some competition and driving the further development of strats. And shoutouts to Lumex1X Yellow, who took time off work today to watch the run. And also shout out to the Battle Theater, and also to Monolith, who made the game, and who's also been quite really supportive with the speedrunning part, and that's quite fun to have the developers of a 20-year-old game cheering you on. So yeah, that's it for me. Keep watching, keep donating, and hope you enjoy the rest of the marathon. Thanks.